I gotta tell you, man, I watched that when I was a kid, and literally after that, we had like a window going down our staircase, and I was so scared. I would literally duck at night below the window because I was afraid of aliens, like, you know, abducting me. But is that movie hard for you to watch now after everything?
Yeah, it is still hard for me to watch. I don't ever just watch it for fun. But anyway, you know, after 38 years and dozens of documentaries, the Sci-Fi Channel did a Paranormal Witness episode that went a half an hour longer than their normal 1 hour show. It's a 90-minute show. And it was the best documentary. It was actually a docudrama because they interspersed interviews with everybody involved, and they did a reenactment.
I think I remember watching that, yeah. The Fire in the Sky, the movie, the film with Patrick Stewart, how close was that to what you actually experienced? Was it?
Well, they changed quite a bit, especially the stuff aboard the craft.
Okay, yeah.
The Paranormal Witness was much more accurate. But I'm trying to get a remake of the movie going, and I've had several studios looking at it. Eventually, I think it'll happen.
Yeah, that's one of our top underrated movies of all time.
Love it.
The whole movie felt completely realistic, even though I'm sure, I guess, would it be the part you say that was most unrealistic, the actual part where you're floating in the helicraft and it's that giant tunnel?
Yeah.
That seemed a little bit
all that weightlessness. There was no weightlessness, and rather than looking all cluttered and organic inside, it was much more mechanical and sterile.
Yeah.
So that's the goal, is to get them to redo it more accurately. And plus, you know, over time, I have evolved a greater understanding of what was actually going on there. You know, rather than it being an abduction, or, you know, that, like, you know, doing experiments on me or trying to torment me or something, I really think they were probably trying to revive me. That when that energy hit me, it was an accident, and rather than just leave me there as galactic roadkill, they figured they better take me on board and see if they could correct the damage.
When you got back through and they did the lie detector test and all that stuff like that, that's something usually, as someone said, they never go that far with it. I know that, I think in the movie they said some of them, for the most part, passed, didn't they?
Well, yeah, everybody passed. Alan had an inconclusive because he had a dispute with the examiner and interrupted his test, but he went back with the same examiner and was retested with better equipment and everything, and he passed with flying colors. And so Mike was retested. I've taken and passed 5 different lie detector tests.
Wow.
At the time that the crew passed, the president of the American Polygraph Association said the odds were over 1,000,000 to 1 that there being any kind of a mistake when you have that many people passing tests on a single issue. But now there's been 16 past tests in connection with this incident. All 3 of the examiners that gave me my 5 tests were top-notch examiners with years of law enforcement experience.
That's amazing.
When you got back from being gone, did you ever blame Mike or the other crew for leaving?
Oh, he thought I blamed him, but I don't blame them at all. As a matter of fact, I say those guys were heroic to overcome their fear and go back that night to try to rescue me.
Yeah.
You know, Ken said just a couple of weeks ago, he said on the way back there, he wasn't as so much scared that the UFO would still be there. He was afraid of what my body was going to look like, because, you know, he figured I'd probably be all charred and pretty horrible, you know.
Well, because the movie kind of portrays it as seeming like the kid, you know, Travis, the one that playing him, it seemed like he was blaming in a way, Mike and the crew.
You know, had some recriminations about Mike driving off like that, but, you know, it would have made no sense. It would have made no sense for them to get out and try to rescue somebody they thought was already dead.
Yeah, that's true, yeah. Because they thought you had been disintegrated or something. Yeah.
What did you think about Robert Patrick's portrayal? And then if you could pick anybody, if they did do, you know, a remake of it, to play you, would you have any idea of who you would want?
I haven't thought about who would play me, but Robert Patrick did a fantastic job, and he was just a really all-around great guy in person. So, and it was an amazing coincidence that he was actually cousins to the guy he was playing on two sides of the family, double cousins, and his birthday is on the date that the incident happened.
Wow. So destiny to do it.
So that's totally amazing.
We watched a movie. Yeah. We watched a movie. We watched it. We watched a movie.